Hello again, and welcome to my stamp studio. Today is the 12th day of our 12 Days of Christmas craft along. Kind of sad, kind of happy. It's mixed emotions. We've had so many fun projects to do, and I really want to thank the other demonstrators that kind of helped me plan this all out. So we have Sherry and Jen and Ro. Thank you so much for all your inspiration ideas. We got together as a group to come up with all the projects for you. And we've just had a great time doing it. I'm so excited that I got to share all these projects with you, and hope I gave you a little inspiration along the way to do some little crafting for your holiday gift giving. So without further ado, though, we do have our last project tonight. Right after our video, I will be sending out the email with all the links to all 12 days. So if you missed any of the days, check your email, because you will get a link to all the videos. I'm going to send you over to my YouTube channel. That's where they're all kind of housed. It's much easier to find on YouTube than it is on Facebook. So they're going to be all there. You can still take advantage, though, of getting the 12 Days of Christmas Craft Along project tutorial. It contains all 12 projects, step-by-step instructions, color photos, measurements, supplies, everything you need to know to make these projects on your own. If you don't have the products that I used in the projects, you can switch out with something that you have in your own staff. But when you place a $50 order in my online store with the host code I'm going to show you in just a moment, I will email this to you immediately. Okay, it'll come, well, during my waking hours, let's say, but no later than Monday. So I'll be closing the host code out on Monday. So make sure that you've actually put your order in by then so that you can do it. And all next week, I'm having some really exciting things all the way through to Christmas Eve. I am going to be doing a little gift giving project. So just some ideas for you. If you were going to place orders, Stampin' Up! Has said December 10th is kind of the cutoff. Not that they won't accept orders, but December 10th, they're saying, is when they can get orders to you by Christmas. So just keep that in mind. It really depends on all the postal deliveries and how busy they get. And also, if you haven't gotten your Christmas cards out, you'll want to do that pretty soon, because we want to make sure everyone gets them in time and gets to enjoy them before Christmas, right? So I know I'm guilty too. I haven't gotten mine out. So that is this weekend's plan. I'm going to be cranking through them. I've got some special ones for those of you that have been my customers this past year. You will be getting a special hand stamp card from me thanking you, and a little something extra in your card this year. So look forward to that. Again, get on my email list. I will put it, in fact, right before I actually start doing a project, our last project tonight, I will post in the comments how to get on my email list. And I'll also put a post on my page there and how you can sign up for my email list. Don't miss out. I've got some really super cool things, adorable classes coming up. I'm going to give you a hint. I've got a really good special coming up too. So don't miss out. That's going to be announced on Tuesday morning. So look forward to that. So get on my email list. You don't want to miss out on these things. All right. So I'm going to flip my camera around. So if you get dizzy, please close your eyes. I'll let you know when to open them. Almost ready. Okay, you can open your eyes. I'm hoping I'm pretty good in frame. You see my little stash off to the side. So here is our host code for our 12 Days of Christmas. Again, I promise to go ahead and get this comment out. So let me just get over to my page here so I can get my comment out. And you know, the other day I took off my rings and I don't know where I put them. I just noticed that I didn't have my rings on. Ooh. Okay. Hopefully I didn't set them somewhere unexpectedly. I'm hoping they're in the bathroom when I put lotion on. All right. Or maybe in here because I put hand lotion on the other day. Well, one of the two places. Hopefully I find them. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to get to my Facebook page here. Bear with me. Okay. So email sign up. Let's see. You know, it may take me a moment because I've got to remember where I put my email sign up. Home links, and we'll search email. Okay, copy. All right. And I'm almost there, so just hang with me. Okay, there. I wanted to make sure everyone has a chance to get on my email list before I send that out, because what I'm going to do is after I do the video, I'm going to upload it to YouTube, and that way I have my last and final link, and I can put all those in an email, and so the email will go out this evening. All right, so let's get to our last day's project. Kind of having fun here because, you know, it is our last day. I'm kind of sad. I'll have to come up with some more things. I do have my other classes that I'll be planning. I do have some classes still going for the holidays, so check your emails, check back on previous videos. I've talked about those. We have our tags class, we have our gift card class, and we also have our book treat boxes. All right, so here is day 12. It is a little handy dandy little gift box. You can put all sorts of things in here. You could put if you get someone a pair of earrings, you could put a pair of earrings in here. I'm just going to be careful because when I put my I actually use Velcro strips on that one. You'll be able to just put your little gift inside here. All right. So I'm going to show you all the pieces and bits that you got in your kit here. So this is the last envelope or the last package in our kit. So you have a piece of Real Red. You will need to cut your piece of Designer Series paper. So I'm actually going to be using this side because it's going to lay this way, and that's the wrong direction. So I'll be using my little holly side. I've got a piece of Garden Green in here. We will need that. It's just a scrap for one of our dies here, and I'm going to get that out, and it's going to be our little wreath. We'll be using our silver, our smoky slate and basic gray pearls here, and we'll be coloring that with a blender pen to put some little holly berries on our wreath. And this just came off, so I just need to put that back on. You have a strip of Real Red that's been embossed with a birch embossing folder. And then you have a tag from the Greetings from the Seasons dies. So there we go. All right, and don't forget, tomorrow I will be doing a live on the Last Chance products. There's a lot of products that are going to be retiring, so I want to make sure that I let you know what those are. There are even some from our annual catalog that are retiring as well. Normally our things from our annual catalog retire in April, but there are some things that were carried over that are going to be retired. I just noticed my phone is sitting crooked, so let me just fix that. There we go. All right, let's get started on our project here. So let's see. I want to get to comments. I want to see who's all here with us today. Hi, Beth. How are you? Tim and I were just talking about you today. Hope your ears weren't burning too bad. It was all good. Don't worry. And we're thinking about Amy and Uncle Tom and just all those people in our family. So, just letting you know we're thinking about all of you. Okay, so moving on with that, I do have a phone call coming in. I am so sorry. I don't know how I'm going to turn this off. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. Alrighty, so we were supposed to go out to dinner tonight. I forgot what time I was planning the live. I almost planned to go to dinner. Yeah, I kind of felt like, well, here in Wisconsin, we do Friday fish fries, but a local restaurant by us called the K Ranch does cod Oscar. So cod Oscar is like baked cod, but they put crab meat and hollandaise sauce on it. Oh, to die for. It's really, really yummy. Oh, hey, this is a sample of my tutorials. So when I send you a tutorial, like I said, I send you a color picture, all the supplies, all the measurements, and your instructions on how to assemble your project. So this is a sample of what my tutorials look like. I try to make them pretty easy, and when there's questionable things, not questionable things, but when I need to go into detail, I'll take pictures of, you know, like the score lines and things like that. This one's pretty easy, so I didn't do that in this one. We have a piece of railroad cardstock that's 9.5 by 6.5. And then this piece was 1 3/8 by 3 7/8. And our Reindeer Fun Designer Series paper, you need to cut that to be 3 7/8 by 2 3/8. I know I'm killing you all with the ace, but that's how the project worked. So we're going to take our 9.5 by 6.5, and on the 9.5 inch side, let me move some of these out of the way because that's going to get in my way from the little arm coming out. We need to score at 1.5, so let's start with that. Get my cutting blade out of the way, so 1.5. And then I'm going to 2 3/4. I'm going to 5.5. Then I'm going to 6 3/4. So I'll need to slide that arm out and just slide it right over here. So 6 3/4. Now, I'm just going to turn it. I turned it counterclockwise, but I don't think it matters. We're going to score at 1 1/4. 1 1/4 here. And then the other side is going to be 5 1/4. All right, so there we go. So now we're going to be trimming our box here. So let me just get this all kind of folded. All right, so our box is going to be going like this. So we need to just trim some of these tabs here so that we can get it folded in. So let's start with our, this is going to be our top here. So let's start with that side. In fact, I'm going to just fold this the other way too, so I can really see those score lines when I'm cutting. And I don't like that this is not so high. I'm going to adjust my camera again. I'm sorry. I want it to be a little higher up. It keeps kind of like falling down a little bit there. I know you can kind of see my mess up there, but just ignore that. And I need my snips. All right, so I'm going to take what's the top of my box right here. I'm going to cut off these squares. Okay, I'm just going to cut that square off. And I'm going to miter this piece here. So by mitering means I'm just taking a little wedge out of it. I'm going to do this one right here. Take a little wedge from there. All right. Then I'm going to go along the other side and do that same thing. So I'll just cut, and wedge. Cut and wedge. And then I'm going to cut this piece off. Okay, so we got those cut. Let me just get this out of my way. Don't need those pieces. All right, so just look at my box to see which other sides I need to cut. So I need to cut my other small little tabs here. Put that wedge in there. Again, it just allows us to fold our box, you know, kind of form our box a little easier. It's not as bulky, and it just makes it easier to assemble. All right, so I'll flip it over to the other side, do the same exact thing over here. Doot, 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 doot. So any cardstock you have, any designer series paper, just, you know, grab your designer series paper, see what cardstock matches, and you can make this. You can make this for anything. Birthdays, anniversaries, Valentine's, whatever you need it for. All right, so now we've got our little box here. I'm just going to kind of fold things together. Actually, it should be this way. You can tell by the score lines which way your box needs to fold in. So that's going to be folded up. And we're going to be bringing in our sides. So we want to have our front flap here kind of go around, all right, just like that. We want the back, this to be the back, so that's why you want this one to be in back. So we just put those in. I'm going to put a little adhesive on there. Now, normally I would use my tear and tape. I don't know where I put it from the other night. So I'm just going to put some Seal Plus here, and I'm just going to roll that up. Kind of using my table to make sure I got it lined up right. I just want that to be okay. Now what I can do is I can put my Seal Plus or my tear and tape right here. Just again, when you're putting boxes and stuff together, don't skimp on your adhesive. It's not worth it when your box falls apart, okay? All right, so now I'm just going to roll this over, line that up, get my side, my other side, put my hand in there. All right, there we go. Okay. Now, you can either leave these on or take them off. I like to leave them on because this way I can tuck my box in, but sometimes I find I need to trim these down just a little bit more. So I'm going to trim a little more off from my little wedge side here. Uh-oh, I have adhesive on my scissors. All right, so I'm taking a pretty good chunk off of there. Look back here. And I do that, you know, after I do my box, just because that way I can get a better idea of how much, because I'm always afraid I'll take off too much. All right, so now this will tuck in nice and easy for you. Your box lid will roll just like that. So now we've got our box. I'm going to kind of pull this out a little bit because what I want to do here is I'm going to take this piece of Real Red that I embossed and I'm going to put that on the front. Now I am going to use my liquid glue. I want to make sure that this is going to stick really well. So take whatever side you prefer. I have to make sure. I want to make sure that I have enough liquid glue on there to get all my little nooks and crannies that I always talk about when you have a 3D embossing folder. All right. Then I'm just going to put it right on this front flap. All right. It's going to be just a tad smaller than your flap. And by a tad, I mean a tad. Okay. I don't know if you could see that really well. Let me just bring that back up and let my computer kind of catch up to me. All right. Okay, so I got that part done. So now I'm just going to take this part here, kind of bent up my cardstock there. Get those out of my way. We're going to take our piece of designer series paper and just put it right on the front. And it's okay if it's not even on this side. We just want to get our 3 sides even, and by even, I'm talking about how far it is from the edge. So just worry about the 3 sides. Don't worry about the top. Again, using a strong adhesive here. And I'll just layer that on. Just take a moment to get it all lined up. And then I'll give it a press. Put my hand inside the box and kind of rub it. All right. Okay, that. Now I'm just going to go ahead and roll my box lid closed. All right, so now that's our box lid, but notice how it pops open. So we need to have something on there. Now on my sample here, I use these Velcro dots. However, they're super sticky and it kind of started tearing my cardstock. So I am going to go back to my normal favorite here when I want something that's tacky, but not super stiff, not super sticky. I'm going to take my dimensional. I'm going to put it right here on the top. I'm going to just peel that off. And I'm going to de-stickify it. The 16ths are hard. Yes, the 16ths are hard. It was a hard day. I'm sorry. My mom gave me this Advent book. It's an Advent book of prayers, actually. And so I've been trying to keep up with my days. And so today was one that was, I don't know, it kind of hit the mark. It talked about, and sorry if you're not, someone who has a strong faith or, prays a lot, just bear with me. So it talked about when you're praying, and I de-stuckify this too much, so let me get this off. That even though our days are kind of dark and, just bad things are going on around us, take time to be thankful for something. Be thankful for something small. Because just that little bit of light, just that little bit of thankfulness can really make our day seem much brighter than dark. So even in our darkest days, just think of something nice. Maybe someone said hello or held the door open for you, or maybe you got something in the mail. Okay. So sorry, digressed. It was just a little something that just really kind of kicked in today because I had a rough day too. All right, I'm going to take my ribbon here that we got in our kit, and this is our silver and white sheer ribbon. Love this stuff. I have used this almost on everything this month. So I had ordered a ton of it because a lot of the other iridescent stuff kind of went out of stock, and I was really afraid I wasn't going to have ribbon that I needed. So I ordered a bunch of this. I like it because I can color it any color I want. So it will be very useful even after the holidays. So I made a smaller bow. I need to actually make it small enough to fit on my wreath. So I'm just going to tug at my loopies here. I think that might be good. Let me just trim my excess tail off here, and I'll come back and adjust it if I have to. We'll leave the tails a little bit longer for right now. All right, let's get stamping here. So I'm going to pull in my Reindeer Fun stamp set, and I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas. We're going to use my old little trick with my Scotch tape. So let's pull my Scotch tape out right now. We're going to grab our sentiment here. The only die that I'm really going to be using is going to be this one, our little wreath. So let me grab our block here. I'm just going to put my Merry Christmas on there. All right. So because I want Merry Christmas to go on 2 different lines, I need to carefully stamp it. So I'm going to just put my tape over where the word Christmas starts. And we'll get our real red ink, which I had here a moment ago. There it is. And I will go ahead and stamp Merry. You can also look through your block, and just do it on the edge of your stamp pad. Biggest tip I have for you right now, make sure you take your tape off. If you don't take your tape off, you're going to get a tape line. So I know it seems like something is so obvious, but I can tell you how many times I have done that. All right, so then I'm going to stamp the word Merry. All right, I'm going to get my cleaner out. Where did I put my cleaner? Here it is. I'm going to use my chamois today. Whenever I'm using a rubber stamp set, I like to use my scrub. Whenever I'm using my photopolymer, I tend to use my chamois. Although I do go back to my scrub kind of after I've done all the projects I want to be doing with that particular stamp set. And I do like to give it kind of a deep clean. I forgot to go ahead and put my tape back on there. So I'm just going to make sure that this is clean. Right. There's enough space between the words that you might be okay with not putting that tape there, but I like to make sure. We'll find out. So now I'm going to just stamp Christmas. there. Hopefully the Mary didn't have any ink on it. Woohoo! I lucked out on that one. Okay, clean that one off. Throw that piece of tape out now. Right. Let's pull in our die cut machine and our garden green here. Let's get our little wreath cut out. Let me grab my little plates. So pretty quick and easy box. It's not taking us really long to do. When I'm done with this, I am going to bring in each of the different projects that we did, just kind of as a little recap here, so you can see, and you can always go back and watch the videos. Like I said, go to my YouTube channel, My Stamp Studio, and it's much easier to find the 12 Days of Christmas Craft Along. You can kind of look it up on Facebook, but I find it hard to find videos on Facebook. So, okay, all right, so now we've got our little wreath. So again, we need to, what I'm going to do is when I center this, I'm going to put it so it hides that little hole, just like that. I think on my original one, oh no, I left that little hole there. Never mind, I won't say anything more. I'm going to grab my Real Red Blend now. And grab in my, I want to grab the smallest the smaller ones here. And I'm just going to color those in. I love using my blends on here because it dries super fast. Now the other fun thing that you can do, and once I get these colored in and on my wreath, I'm going to show you a little trick with the enamel. If I know where I put my enamel. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. See it? I see it. So I'm just going to get these colored. And sometimes I feel like I might, it's not getting as dark as I would like. So I'm going to grab my Cherry Cobbler blend. I want those a lot more red than they are. So let's grab Cherry Cobbler and see if that will give me the color I'm really looking for. Oh yeah, much better. Much better. It's because the only ones that I had left were the darker pearls, so it just wasn't, the red wasn't covering it so much. All right. So I'll just let that dry momentarily while I get my handy dandy little pick tool. I'm going to pick these up and I'm going to put them on my wreath. So I know that my little bow is going to go up here, right? So I'm just going to kind of put that there right now so I can put my little holly berries. Every time I say Holly Berry, I think of Halle Berry, the actress. My husband's favorite actress. I'm sure you all can figure out why. All right, and then I'm going to take my glue dot. And I do have a tip about glue dots I'm going to share with you tomorrow. I thought it would be fun if I started sharing some tool tips with you all. So, all right, I'm just going to slide that down so I know that that little dot is, that little hole is being covered and I'm not covering my words. And I'm going to put that right there. All right. I'm going to go ahead also, I'm going to take my dimensionals and I want to pop up my wreath a little bit. So I've got my mini dimensionals here. All right. So I'll peel the backing off. Now the key is your dimensionals need to make sure that they're on your tag because you don't want them to accidentally stick to the front of your box. Oh, come on. There we go. Ooh, I lucked out. Well, that one's kind of there. Okay. So we'll just, oh, that'll be on the top. That should be fine. We're good. Because the only place that we want to have this adhere to is our top flap. We don't want it to adhere to here because if we do, we won't be able to open our box. All right. So let's go ahead. I'm going to grab my super strong Seal Plus. And I'm going to make sure I have enough on there to hold it in place. Glue dots are actually a really strong one too. So now we'll just put that upper portion on there. There we go. There's our little box, and just need to snip those ends down just a little more. So grab my scissors back out. And there we go. What a cute little holiday box, right? So now you can put anything in there. You could put money, you could put cards, you could put a whole bunch of gift cards in there. You could put a gift card and some treats in there. I think that's what I will be doing with this. I'm actually going to put some, a gift card, but I'll put candy in front and back. I'm going to probably put some Jolly Ranchers because that seems to be his favorite. So I will be putting my Jolly Ranchers in there, tucking my little card in there, and then putting some more Jolly Ranchers. So the card will stick up right in the middle. I don't have the Jolly Ranchers up here, so otherwise I would show you what I would do. All right, so let me clean up my mess just a little bit here. And then I'm going to bring in our 12 days of projects. So it's just going to take me a moment because I got a lot of stuff out that we've been using over the last couple of days. So much stuff, so much. But really, I mean, the things that I've mainly used, like we've done a lot of projects. I really focused on using our Reindeer Fun stamp set and dies, and then I also used our greetings for the season dies. So I wanted to tag dies, so you can definitely use, and I don't know where I put it. I had it over there. Oh, here it is. You can definitely use some of the sentiments, you know, if you want to change out your sentiments. Love the sentiments in here, but I mostly love these dies. They are great for any sort of tags. So these are really fun ones to use. All right. So those are the two main bundles that we use during this whole class. And let's get this put away. My scissors put away. We'll clean my stamp up later and put that away. All right. Again, don't forget about classes coming up, the Santa Workshop classes. A great way to make stuff, give yourself a break, have a nice relaxing afternoon. Come on over to my house and we'll be making those. Great way to, like I said, to get your last minute gifts in place and ready to go. Even if you haven't bought the gift cards yet, you'll have them ready. Get that out of the way. And I got a couple more things to pick up, and I will bring in the projects. Okay. So we will start with our day one. Almost there. Almost there. I should probably get out my little tutorial so I remember which days are what, because I don't remember now. I took off my little post-it notes as I was going through things, so okay, here we go. Get these out of the way. Bring my container over. All right. The other thing that we actually used a lot of, and almost on every single project, was our Reindeer Days Designer Series paper. Lots of fun, different designs in here, all focusing on, you know, dashing deer and stuff like that. So just a very fun package. Now, this is on our last chance list too, so it's going to be out of here very soon. All right. Okay, day one was our handy dandy little pillow boxes here, our square pillow boxes filled with candy. Remember, we left our top open here so that they can open it and leave the belly band on. So that was our day one project. And I'm going to, sorry, I'm zooming in just a little bit more so you can see those. So day one. I'm going to put them back in their little baggie here so I remember what they are. Day two. Let's see. Day two was what? I got my whole little box here, so I wasn't kidding when I had it all. When I said I had it all organized there. All right, day 2 is our gift card holder. So that was this one right here. So when we open it up, so it just popped up a little bit. Those little dancing deer I just grabbed from the designer series paper and cut it out. I did different ones. Right. When we open our little envelope, here is our little message that is right on our gift card. So I put our gift card right on with a glue dot. So when they lift it up, they'll see your message. So you have a little message inside there. And then tie it up. These are great things to have on hand. So, I mean, even if you have your stuff for this year, you know what? Make a bunch and then you have them for next year and don't have to worry about it. Put them in that tote that you have with all your ribbons and tags. That way you are set. But these are great to make, super fast and easy to make this project. Again, this is our day 2 project, so go watch the video if you want to learn more about it. But something you can do, even like, let's say someone's coming over that afternoon. You can get it done that fast. All right, that's day 2. Day 3, we had our book treat boxes. Okay. Now, this is actually one of the classes that I have as well, the book treat box. I actually got an idea from Sarah Douglas. Now, on my Facebook page, I posted her project that she had for Humble Home and these book treat boxes. But I'm going to take a little spin on it. Instead of doing like a holiday box, I am actually going to do one for those of you that are real estate agents. Check it out tomorrow. I'll have posted my video tomorrow. But I'm going to make one that you can actually, on the inside of your box, actually have someone's house key. You know how you present someone their keys to their new home? Put the key right inside the box here. So, but this one can be filled with a gift card, candy, whatever you need. Our little whatever you want to call it, belly band slides right under your circle there. So these were filled with candy. All right. Day 4 is our designer paper cards. That's right, because that was right. That was Thanksgiving night, wasn't it? So I have the 2 different boxes that I made. Love this because I actually do need to send out a bunch of cards. So these are the cards I will be using. So I'm actually I'm going to gift some of this to some people. All right, so inside. Oh, that wasn't the finished one. Sorry, I had a piece of designer series paper on my finished one. There we go. So there was my designer series paper. And for this is great when you have designer series paper that you have so much of and you love both sides. This way you get to see both sides of your paper. So that was one card. Here's another one. We just add a little bit of the glitter paper. Just a sweet, sweet little card. And then our fun one with our deer head. All right. So those were our 4 cards. Again, using everything in your Craft Along kit, your designer series paper, your embellishments, your ribbon. Right. So that was day 4. Let me just tie the box closed really quick again. I don't want my cards falling out. This is a great little gift for birthdays, for Mother's Day, you know, or to give someone special. You can just, you know, make a box of cards. Even your, you know, hubby or significant other, maybe they aren't really good at sending cards or giving you cards. You could give this to your best friend's husband and say, here you go. So I think I'll be doing one for Valentine's, and my besties' hubbies are going to be getting a Valentine gift from me. So I'll have to make sure I get it to them early so that they can use that. I don't know how they'll take it, but that's what they're going to be getting. All right, so now our day 5 was actually this box. So kind of showed it prematurely, but our little card folio is what I called it. So the little box of instructions on how to make your little pocket and hold all your cards in there. Then our day 6. So day 6, 7, and 8, I had to do all on the same day due to the flu running and rampant over Thanksgiving. So we made a little, day 6 is our little gift box. So here's our little gift box. with our Ghirardelli snowman in there, our little crinkle paper. So showed you quick and easy how you can make this. This is not hard at all to make. And so you just put your little candies in there. You can even use this for jewelry, you know, if you're giving your friend earrings or your sister earrings. There you go. So that is day 6. Day 7 was our hot cocoa holder. All right. So that's with our day 7. So just really making a little envelope. We didn't even seal the envelope. We just kind of just scored our paper and slid it in. And that ribbon is what holds everything in place. So you can get just a regular Swiss Miss, you know, hot chocolate and put in there. Otherwise, you can get a fancy schmancy chocolate and put it in there. And if you have those little, I had some, but the little chocolate spoons that are like peppermint twist ones, you can put that in there. I'm just trying to get my candy cane back in. Or you can put a little spoon in there. I chose the candy cane because that's kind of like a spoon. So you can stir your hot chocolate with your candy cane. All right. Stocking stuffers. That's what those are. All right. So then day 8 was, what was day 8? Oh, it was our shaker card or non-shaker card. Uh-oh, what did I do with it? Hold please, I don't have them here. Here we are. All right, so that is where we made our shaker card. So my original one, the shaker part sits a little farther back. The one I did on the video, actually the designer series paper is right up to there. So that was our little gift card holder. So just like that. And then I showed you how you can make it into a shaker. So that was our day 6, 7, 8 was one live event. Put these in here. Day 9 was, what was day 9? Our dimensional holder. This is one of my favorite things. So I love this, and I think this is a great thing to give crafters. Here we go. So we had this little belly band that we're holding in there. And then on the inside, they'd have 2 sheets of dimensionals. So great little gift. You could even put like a regular size dimensional and then the minis in here. So they have one of each. So if you're maybe having a crop event or a card party, great little gift to give them. Or even for a hostess. Okay. Day 10 was our Kit Kat holder, which I had to do twice because I don't know what happened to my brain that day. And let's get our Kit Kat holders here. So this is where we have our little Kit Kat right inside, or you can put other things in here. Now, I didn't de-stickify my dimensional wall enough, so it tore my paper. Right, so here, so this one's not as sticky. It'll come up a little better. Maybe, maybe not. So you can use a little glue dot there too. Doesn't matter. But that's our little candy holder. These were a great craft fair item. So when I went to a craft fair, I had all different flavors of these, and it was actually a good seller. All right. And day 11 was our little holiday gift bag. So you can use these for little treats. I'm going to actually a girl's Christmas party, so I'm going to make a few more of these and just put some little things in there, like I make them little coasters or something. Actually, I did pick out little wine charms. So their little wine charms are going to go in right in these bags. So I just thought those were adorable, and you can put your little sentiment right here. Cute little bags. Just made it with our designer series paper, 2 pieces of 6x6 designer series paper. And then, of course, last but not least, our little holiday gift boxes that you can put all sorts of different sort of treats and delights in there. Yeah. So that is our 12 days of Christmas. Again, you can still get the tutorial for it. I don't have any more of the kits for the actual Craft-A-Long kit that you had to order ahead of time. So if you missed getting that, though, you can still get the tutorial for everything, so you know how to make them. You can watch the videos. I don't recall if I always said the measurements in the videos. I may have. I usually try to. I don't repeat them a lot because that was a perk of getting this in the mail. And, oh, here. I was looking for my little postcode. There we go. Let's get these out of the way. All right. So I will email that to you. When I see your $50 order coming in, I will get that emailed out to you. And since some of the items are last chance, they're at a discount right now. So go check them out. Go shopping. So there are a lot of great things. Oh, let's see. Oh, here's a birthday Kit Kat holder I did. Same way. This one I actually didn't even put anything on because the weight of this kind of kept it down. But I got hungry one day and I ate the Kit Kat out of there. I had birthday flavored Kit Kats, the birthday cake Kit Kats. They were really yummy. All right, so what else was I going to do and show and tell you? I don't remember. I know I said it, but I don't remember what it was. Thanks for that. Yeah, I had a really great time making these. And again, thanks Sherry, Ro, and John for joining and collaborating with me to make these really fun projects. So I'm going to go over our class kit because this class is, you need to register for it soon so that you can get all your supplies. So this is our book treat box class. You're going to get a package of 10 book treat boxes. In the class, we'll actually just be doing 4 of them. So here are the 4. Oh, you could see it when I had all 4 lined up. But you saw other ideas on what you can do with the book treat boxes. And you get the Festive Designer Series paper. That paper has all of these individual things already die cut. All these images are already die cut. I die cut all the labels and everything for you. You just need to have your sentiment. This particular one features the Christmas labels, dies, and sentiments. And that can be added to your class. You're just going to let me know so I can order it in time for your class. Otherwise, you'll have to use mine, and if you're local, and then have it sent to you. So let's see, Christmas labels. When I first saw this, I was not overly impressed with it. I'm like, oh, I don't need it. But when I started using it, I really did like the sentiments. I mean, this one right here with the, it's hot cocoa, it's a hot cocoa day. Here, there we go. It's a hot cocoa kind of day. Celebrate the holidays. Merry Christmas to you. I love how this looks. So, yeah, that is the Christmas labels. And that is a bundle that is in our September to December catalog. So that's going to be a last chance product. Then we have our final Santa Workshop. Oh, no, I got 2 more Santa. I got this one and 1 more Santa Workshop. So then we've got our other gift card holders. So some great ways to make some gift card holders. Again, this comes with that little bit festive specialty paper. So you have all your backgrounds. The only stamping that you need to do is your sentiment. All right. So whatever sentiments you have, you can easily swap out, but you'll get all the products that you need. So you get everything you need to make the 5 cards plus the festive specialty paper. You'll have lots left over to make more. So just some samples on what you can do. I really like this one. The gift card actually goes right here. Right. And this one, you put the gift card inside the box. And then our last class is our tags class. And this features our Snowy Wonder bundle that we used yesterday. So here's our Snowy Wonder bundle. And that has, I just pulled it back in that card from yesterday. This was the card that we made yesterday. I actually have a ton more cards to share. So we'll do that. So I'm going to just take this a little bit longer because I don't want my 10 days of, or my 12 days of Christmas to end. I've had so much fun. I'm going to share with you some shaker cards I made after I do this. So in this particular class, you are going to get all the supplies you need to make 6 tags. You're going to get this little DVD case holder and all the paper that you need to make this cute little box that you can keep your tags in. Instead of getting the frayed ribbon, what you're going to be gifted is the Baker's red and white baker's twine, and the pool party crinkle ribbon. So that's what you'll make your labels in. Again, even though mine are white, I think this is going to be a prettier thing to use. So that's why I switched it up. All right. If you choose to get all 3 classes, so the tags class and the gift card holder class and the box class, if you take all 3 classes, I am going to be gifting the first 6 people that sign up for all of them. Is going to get this. So if you sign up for all 3, I am going to send you these 2 things as a thank you for taking my class. All right, so we're done with those. Let me see, I don't know if I have those other cards handy. I might have to just do a quick little video maybe tomorrow. Oh, I have my shaker cards handy. That's what I wanted to share with you, my shaker cards. Okay, so this one was actually a little tag. So this is using the Snowy Wonder Designer Series paper. It's called Snowy Scenes. Really cute paper. So it's just a little tag there. And again, that's that crinkle ribbon. Here's another little tag here. So you can write, you know, whatever message you want on the back. So when you shake it, you can see a little penguin in there. This one's from a house. And again, that's using that Designer Series paper. This one I actually stamped the images and cut out. Here's another one. This is actually a full card. So you can see the little snowflakes in there. You do get snowflakes with that one too. I was going to send this out, but you know, this is actually it's not a beginner's level class. But if you're interested, let me know and I can definitely send that out. I like this one. And the great thing about this is if you have a different sentiment set, you don't necessarily have to use season's greetings. You could use happy birthday or whatever else there is. I mean, people do have winter birthdays. So what I like about this is it's not necessarily Christmassy. You know, if you don't have even if you have the trees in there, it doesn't have to be Christmassy. Okay, I have a ton more of Snowy Wonder cards. I just don't have them right here right now, but I'll try to post some this weekend. Get some on my website just so you can check it out. You don't want to miss out on getting that Designer Series paper. It is really cool. And there is actually so here's like the Designer Series paper. There is actually a sticker package that comes with it. Let's see if I have it handy. Here it is. Okay. So right here, if you are a scrapbooker, I'm going to try and lift my camera up again. There we go. If you are a scrapbooker, check this out. So this is great. So I'm going to actually open the whole thing up so you can see it. Love this because it is a great way to make some Snowy Wonder pages. Oh, I guess that's it. So you get this one sheet and this. This is that package of scrapbooking things that you can get. It does coordinate with the stamp set as well. So if you're looking for a gift for a crafter for this holiday season, this is a great one. Because now you have sentiments that will go awesome on a scrapbook page. I can't wait to actually use this and make my own scrapbook pages for this winter. I know with our little peanuts, it's going to be really fun to see them out in the snow. So I'm looking forward to that. All right. And that's all I have for tonight. So thank you so much for joining me for this 12 days of Christmas craft along. I really hope that you enjoyed it and you found some inspiration. Maybe you're making some of your projects or your holiday gifts. I would love for you to share them with us. Sorry, I just found some more cards. I'd love for you to share them with us and we can check them out. Here is that Let It Snow. A couple different samples. So the paper that comes with it isn't really traditional Christmas colors. Here is that It's a Hot Cocoa Day. Isn't that cute? So just different things you can use. Here we go. There's another card. So if you like penguins, it's got a cute little penguin in there too. All right. I'll stop showing you things. And I'll let you go. Have a wonderful evening. Have a great weekend. Find something to fill your cup up this weekend. Maybe just spend a little time talking with someone that you love and appreciate. Spend a little quality time with them. You don't necessarily have to buy things or go from somewhere fancy. Take a walk. Just spend some time talking with that person. Give them a hug. Maybe you need a hug back. So I would love to hug you all through the camera, but I really can't. So again, thanks so much for keeping me company during our 12 days of Christmas. I do have our next craft along planned for December. It will be at the end of the month, and it is the Utterly Awesome stamp set and suite. So look forward to that. That will be announced on Tuesday as well. All right. Take care. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks again for joining.